I should say, because again, we just talked about a shit ton of stuff, and I think sometimes people just like they tune out because they're like, I can't do all this shit. These guys are crazy. Find the things that work for you. Like if happiness and simplicity is what you need in your life, then maybe you don't want the LSD and the modafinil and the yohimbe, but you're just going to do one thing. Like you're going to say, okay, I want a little bit more energy during the day. I'm going to try some ketone esters this month and just see how they work. Like you don't have to, drop 2K and buy everything that we were just talking about. And I really want to encourage people that it's okay to not take the all or nothing approach. It's okay to just try a couple of things, see what agrees with you. And what's happened for me is that there are just a few things that I use on a regular basis. Like I take organ meat capsules now on a regular basis because they really agree with me.
Oh yeah, what do you think of these guys right here, speaking of that?
Huge fan.
These
ancestral supplements? Yeah, them, Paleo Valley, like there's a few good companies now that make organ meats. Like I've been on a kick, especially when I travel, because I feel remarkably healthier when I travel. And granted, it's a lot of pills, but I take adrenal, heart, liver, thyroid, lung, and brain from ancestral supplements, and that's just my mix when I travel, because when I'm at home, like I said, I've got organ meats in the fridge, typically from U.S. Wellness Meats, like the Braunschweiger and the head cheese. I bow hunt, so I've usually got a little bit of extra organ meat from whatever animal I've hunted, but when I travel, I don't have a little cooler full of liver with me. So I take the organ meats. There are maybe like 7 other supplements I use on a regular basis. Just fish oil, creatine, a couple of those nootropics we talked about, some peptides, and then everything else is just kind of occasionally when the time arises. Like I talked about LSD, for example, on a very creative and analytical thinking day, where maybe I'm meeting with my team at Keon for the day, and we're coming up with all our new ideas for supplements, or what we want to do that quarter. That's a day where I want to be creative and analytical, so that'd be like a microdose of LSD type of day. But ultimately, the takeaway message I would say that's important for folks is just start small, pick a few things in each category, like sleep or brain or recovery. Have a couple of things that you can utilize via Better Living Through Science for those particular pain points, and then understand that you have a lot of time to kind of cycle through and try some other things, but don't get everything at once, because then you're just going to have this dizzying array of stuff that stresses you out and doesn't help you.
I 100% agree. And if I could give my one recommendation, well, 2 actually. The number 1 thing would be get really good clean water, because that's basically what you're made of, and focus on anything that helps you sleep, like sleep and really great, hopefully, spring water.
Yeah.
That's the start. If you could take all this shit away, that's all I would keep, would be like really good water and whatever optimizes my sleep.
Yeah, the only other thing I'd throw in there would be, well, they help with sleep as well, but I would just say really good light and then an earthing or grounding practice.
Yeah. I forgot one thing, dude.
Of course you did.
Kratom.
Yeah.
Another controversial one.
Yeah.
Myself having a history with drug abuse, which thankfully I've been rescued from for many, many years, I'm very careful.
I think there's some people who would look at your supplements cabinet and say you still abuse drugs.
Yeah, I think so too. But with things like microdosing, psychedelics, it's a slippery slope for most of us, and that's another caveat I would give to anyone that's had a history with that. I feel firmly grounded in the idea that I'm not going to run around and drink alcohol and do cocaine and all the shit that I used to do. But kratom is something I heard about a while ago, and because it's kind of a natural opiate, I was really afraid to try it, but then I have persistent pain, and I don't want to take painkillers. So I started experimenting with it, and I have not had any problems at all feeling addicted to it. I don't crave it, I don't miss it, I don't think about it when I don't have it. All of the hallmarks for me that show me that I'm addicted to something are completely absent.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. And I know kind of my dose where I can take it and maybe relax if I want to chill at one point at night, if it's been a long day or traveling, or if I do have some gnarly back pain or an injury. It really helps with that. But I have accidentally, like my former girlfriend one night made me some, and I don't know, she was more tolerant, and I got really nauseous, and I just had to lay down for like 3 hours. It was like a really horrible
you kind of
overdose.
wobbly.
Yeah, just like the worst part of an opiate experience with no euphoria, just super,
because it
super
does work
sick.
on those opioid receptors.